All right, we are live. Go to YouTube. Go to my page. Welcome to live chat. Blah. Come on. All right. This minute. All right. Well, hopefully my signal is good. Guess we'll work on that. Happy 4th, man. Thank you. Just decorating my gun room right now, hanging up some lights. Bought a new shelf to store all my ammo cases, stuff like that. So just going to be hanging out here today, working on that. All right. Days around. Can you see me pretty good? Can you hear me fine? Just want to make sure everything's working before I carry on with this. Um, to be honest, man, no. So like we're all part of a group, and uh, like a signal chat, a whole bunch of us gun tubers, and he deleted everything. Like didn't tell any of us. He just quit. So your guess is as good as mine. So it's unfortunate. I really like the guy. So hoping maybe we see him back around at some point. I don't know. All right. Be right back, man. I'm gonna go get a stool so that way I can stand up and mount these lights. Hey, Jesus, how's it going? All right. I'm gonna turn you guys a little bit so that way you can kind of half-ass see what I'm doing. Maybe, maybe not. There we go. I've never messed with these things before. This is completely new. Any of you ever hang rope lights? No, don't do that. Dang it. Stay there for a moment. Stay. Stay. Just in time. Son of a bitch. Stay there for a moment. Oh. Oops. Oh. I hope you guys are enjoying the view. All right. Here is a stopping point. I got to resituate. No, come on, don't do that. Ah, that should hold. Perfect. Ah. Oh. Ugh. All right. Oh, 15 of you. Oh. Am I going to put up drywall? No. No, I'm not. I'm just going to leave it just like this. See you, Days, if you're still in here. No, because I don't know. I just like the vibe that the room gives off, the way it is, just kind of unfinished, untouched. So I think I'm just going to leave it like that, if I'm honest with you. Trying to figure out how I'm going to route, because I want to route it into my workstation area and then around and then finish. So, but I got to run through some studs, but I also want to do it clean at the same time. You know, I just don't want drooping lights everywhere. So, to the other 16 of you, happy 4th. How you guys doing? And gals. All right. Spin you guys again. Whoa, look out. All right. Let me plug what I got in. See what it looks like. I haven't done that yet. Let's see. This is the first time you're in my channel. Be sure to go check out my content. Uh, if you like it, feel free to subscribe and tap that screen twice. Like the stream, helps me out immensely. This is kind of just a laid back stream. I'm working on my gun room right now, so don't expect anything too crazy. All right, check this out. And let there be light. Maybe. There we go. What are you doing? There we go. That ain't bad. Gets us started anyway. Let's see. Yeah, ain't terrible. It's a work in progress. Don't judge me too hard. Jesus, what do you mean? Are you going to keep most of them in here or in the other room? If you're talking about my guns and stuff, I actually had all that stored in my bedroom. And this is just a storage room downstairs. And I've just moved everything down here. Starting the channel, I bought a lot of stuff and I'm just running out of room. So here we are. Yeah, so my guns are in my gun safe. You can't really see it right there. Um, these are just BB guns that I grew up with. I've got one there, one there. The pistol there underneath the TV is also just a BB gun. The AR platform you see on the coffee table, that is just a Mossberg 715T. It's just a 22. All my real guns are in my safe right now. So, but I do plan on, like, once I got to get a lock changed for my door, so that way nobody else can get in here, and then I'll hang all my guns up. So, what do you guys got planned for the 4th? Surely you're not going to just spend your day sitting down here with me. No, it won't be a metal door. I'll just have a deadbolt lock, all that stuff. I mean, my house is insured and everything inside of it, so you know, somebody breaks in my house and steals all my shit. That's not suggested, by the way. Oh well, I guess I didn't really completely think about your question. I do have my shotgun upstairs and my concealed carry pistol upstairs. The ones that I would use for a home defense situation if somebody broke in my house. I wouldn't, leave them all down here and then have to run all the way downstairs. That's just not practical. Okay. Ugh. And after I get done hanging these lights up, I bought a new metal rack, so that way I can store all my ammo. So it I've got it on a plastic table right now, and I've got too much ammo. The table's hurting. it's about all it can take to store my ammo on it. So I got something a little bit more rugged, which is good because that white table that I always use, I use that on the range and stuff whenever I have, whenever I use my tripod or my bipod and all that shit. So cool. There we go. Okay. Well, trying to think here. Can you guys see all right? See a little bit. Let me turn it. There we go. All right. Can you guys still hear me all right? I might just go around this room, leave the back room alone. I think that might be smarter, if I'm honest. I don't think I'm gonna have enough to go all the way around. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Oh. All right, let's get this through here. Easily. Oh, crap. I don't have my knife on me. Oh, it's right there. Where's that? Bye-bye, trash. So are any of you guys going to be celebrating your freedoms, shooting some guns and stuff today for the 4th? I plan on doing a video later for it. All right. There we go. Around through here. Go around through there. Okay. Is there a way I can fix that to make it less annoying? I didn't even pay attention to that. Sorry, guys. Yeah, sorry. I'll have to check the settings to make sure that doesn't happen. I didn't even pay attention. If you're picking up on that thumping, that's my little one upstairs. She's playing. Oh boy. Again, if this is the first time you're seeing my channel, feel free to go check out some of my other content. If you like it, smash that subscribe button. Double tap that screen 2 times. Like the video, it really helps me out. Oh my God. Really? Come on. There we go. All right. I haven't used the Spitfire. The one I have is the Strike Fire, and I love the Strike Fire. That's I've used and abused that one quite a bit, and it hasn't let me down. Hasn't let me down. I will say though, from the times that I've went out to the range with it, and it's been in the house, AC, all that, and then going outside whenever it's hot and humid, it does fog up pretty bad, and it takes a minute for it to clear out. So, not sure how it would do in very humid situations, getting wet and all that stuff. I haven't tested that, but it did get really fogged up, made it pretty much impossible to use. Other than that, though, it does perfectly fine. And yeah, I mean, it's definitely really nicely priced for the quality of an optic you get. Plus, it's Vortex. I mean, they're uh, lifetime warranties. I mean, you could pretty much just beat that thing over with a hammer and then send it to them, and they're going to replace it. You know, so their customer service is fantastic. It's the reason why I pretty much have them on everything I own. All right, move you guys with me here. Whoa, stay. Out of the way. Alrighty. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. I'm going to run through there. Oh, crap. Nope, gotta run through that first. I'm running these lights through ductwork and stuff like that too, so it's kind of a pain. It's not a super duper fancy gun room, but it'll do. It'll do. It's better than I was doing, making videos in my bedroom. I just realized how bad that sounded. uh, yeah, yeah, those the vortexes are amazing. I don't know if I have the box anymore. Um, I have a Vortex Strike Eagle on my uh, 6.5 Creedmoor. All right. Damn it, come on, don't do that. Perfect. Cobwebby. Stay for a second. If any of you guys are looking to get rope lights, I got these monsters from Walmart. The adhesive on them is really strong. That, and you can get an app for your phone. You can change the lights and stuff, change the colors, what you do, beat to music. I got a set of these for my kid last year because she wanted some in her bedroom. Oh, really? That sucks. Over the road driver, I'm assuming. Are you in the States? Stay there for a moment. There we go. Spin you guys back this way. There we go. Live in Washington, north of Seattle, near the Canadian border. Drive all over U.S. and Canada. Cool, man. How's the how is it getting through the border in Canada after, all the stuff that we've gone through this past year? That's cool. What do you do to entertain yourself whenever you're parked? Play games or anything? We made it to the end. I really don't know where to go with it. I'll just put a double strip here. Screw it. Why not? Oh. Oh shit, don't do that. Ugh. And done. Finally. It's not perfect, but it'll work. Not going to complain. All right. Like the gun safe in my headache rack. Up here is pretty easy, but the Border Patrol knows us. Okay, well, that's good. Carry an e-bike. It makes it easier to travel. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. All right. Um, if I turn the camera, I can set some guns out and stuff, so that way you guys can have something to look at while I start working on the shelf. You guys want that? That crossbow is a Killer Instinct burner 415. I'm uh, I'm double jointed in my elbows. I would love to just do a compound bow. I feel like crossbows are cheating, but with my elbows, whenever I draw, my this part of my arm it extends out past the plane of my draw. So whenever I go to let go, that always drills right here, really bad, hurts like hell. And if I really concentrate on it, I can lock my arm and make sure that that doesn't happen. But I know for a fact that in a situation when I'm in a tree stand and I have a buck or even just a doe in front of me, you get all shaky and all excited and stuff, and I'm not going to think about that. So I'd rather just not take that chance and miss a shot, or badly wound a deer and not take it. So I'll just go with this just to be safe. I'll be honest with you, I don't really know much about bows either. So I'm more of a gun guy, but I do not gun hunt. I only bow hunt. Oh yeah. So you're kind of the opposite of me. I can overextend my left elbow. All right. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn the camera. I'm going to pull all my guns out, so that way you guys can't see it because YouTube hates that. And then I'll get you guys set up, and you can ask me some questions or just gawk at them if you want. I don't care. So hold on a second. Let you guys take a look at the American flag. What? I'm streaming. You good? All right. Go. Almost done, guys. Bear with me. Stay there. All right. Let's see. This up a little bit. There we go. Yeah, it is. I've got, so that belt is a core belt that I just got a couple weeks ago. Actually, I don't know if Jesus is still in here, but I do believe he was the one that I was talking to that sold me on it. He even sent me some pictures and all that stuff. So, and yeah, it was a fantastic purchase. Fantastic purchase. Oh yeah, the M&P 9 metal. That is by far my favorite pistol. That's actually my everyday carry. And yeah, Jesus, thank you very much. I've been using that core belt for a couple weeks now, and can't believe how comfortable it is. That's like the biggest plus from my old belt. So the core belt has an inner belt that's the soft side of the Velcro, and that's actually what goes in your belt loops. And then the outer belt just goes around you. It's very easy to take off. You can make this as tight as you want. They send it in one size. I think it fits from 28 waist to 40, 48 or 42. I think 48. And you just cut it down, make it to whatever size you need. So it's pretty awesome. All right. Now, so real quick, I want to show you guys this. I want to show you my white table with all my ammo. So I have all my ammo stored on that, and it's buckling on the bottom really bad. So I got to get that rack done so that way I can store it on that. I bought a hyper tough metal shelf, so that way I can continue to use that white table out on the range. Y'all. Y'all. Really? Come on. Retarded. How's it going, everyone? If you're new to the stream, double tap that screen, like the stream. Really helps me out. Ask any questions, I'll be glad to answer. Just working on my gun room right now. Just put up some lights. Building a shelf and stuff right now. Not really doing too much. Just chilling and enjoying America's birthday today. Oh my goodness. Get out of there. Anybody got any plans today? Oh, well, that's why you wouldn't come out. Zip ties. Oh, where did I put? Where'd they go? Over here? No, not over there. In here, maybe. Yep. Oh, you're in California? Or should I say California? That's unfortunate. Hopefully you can enjoy the beach or something like that, though, if you end up having to chill there for a couple days. At least try to make it a little bit worthwhile, you know? All right. Should be it. I wonder. I really do want to fix how the letters and stuff are backwards. Let me know if this fixes it. Yeah, that fixed it. There you go, guys. Sorry about that. Perfect. Hey, thanks, Shed. Happy Independence Day to you too, brother. Hope you have a wonderful day. Drive safe. Don't do anything too crazy. All right. Now I gotta read the damn old instructions. maybe. Screw the leveling feet on bottoms of pole B. Well, it'd be nice if they labeled them. There's one. Three. One more. Four. One. I'm in central U.S. in good old Illinois, man. You don't want to come here. Believe you me. Trying to be a gun tuber in the state of Illinois is almost about impossible. But I'm doing the best with what I got. Because it's something I truly enjoy. If it was up to me, I'd already be out of Illinois. I'd be, well, to be honest with you, if I could move anywhere, because I've got a couple friends and my brother. They live in Texas. So if it was up to me, that's where I'd go. And I don't mind the heat, and I hate the freaking cold. So that's about the best opportunity. Yeah, I don't think you can. It sucks. So, especially AR-15s and all that crap, AKs, any kind of semi-automatic rifle. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I don't have any of those. Oh, Oklahoma is beautiful. I got a buddy of mine that lives in Miami, Oklahoma. It's spelt like Miami, but they all call it Miami. And they aren't kidding about the red dirt. Dirt there just looks like it's soaked in blood. Yeah, me too. Me too. Lost every single one of mine. No clue what happened to them. Um, what? Oh, now we're on to something. I'll be honest with you. I've never put one of these together before. I've done the plastic ones. I've never done one of these metal. Yeah, yeah. As Andring, it's the same thing here. They literally banned everything here. The only gun the only semi-automatic rifle I can have in the state of Illinois that I could survive with is my SKS, second one from the left. Uh, the only reason why we can get away with that is because it's considered featureless. It has a fixed 10-round magazine, and then it doesn't have a pistol grip. So, 7.62, but can't have a semi-automatic rifle that shoots 2.23, 5.56. Doesn't make any sense. And yeah, the property taxes in Illinois is freaking insane. Um, not trying to dive too deep into politics, but it just, you know, Pritzker is a horrible governor. He is god awful. I think he signed a 53.2 billion uh, dollar budget for this year. Raised our property taxes, um, raised our taxes on gas, and blah blah blah. It's never ending. All right. One. Once I get this started, then I can actually stand it up. Be a lot easier. One more without knocking any shit over. Success. Perfect. Currently waiting to pick up my new Mossberg 940 Pro Tactical. Oh, nice. Have you seen those new the Mossberg, what is it? Oh, dang it. It's the new semi-automatic. It oh crap, I didn't set that gun out. Oops. Yeah, I have a, Mossberg 590 with the bird's head grip, but they're making it's the Mossberg Aftershock. It's semi-automatic. I really want to get my hands on one of those too. 10 business days? Man, I thought the 3 days was bad. That's ridiculous. That sucks. That sucks. Yeah, if I was you, I'd. So the DOJ is putting a lot of pressure on Illinois right now and their unconstitutional gun bans. So I'm hoping that we can get our rights restored within a year, and I can really start branching out on my content. That would be fantastic. Sorry, Austin. Nope, no M1As. Oh my God, 15 days. You know what's crazy to me that doesn't make sense about that whole thing? So they're doing that to make sure that you don't, like, out of hatred go buy a gun and do something. But what about the people that already own guns? Like, you know, I don't have to go buy a gun to do something. Like, I already have guns. Like, that logic just does not make sense to me at all. You know, I mean, if you have some raging mad, you know, 18 or 19-year-old coming in, I guess maybe I could see, but I mean, you know, like, I don't know. It's just dumb. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna pretty much do that one at the top. So I'm gonna take this one back off. 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. In Washington, it's about making it as difficult as possible to buy firearms, not about safety. Yep, 100%. So Illinois just passed a law that, well, for one, they're trying to eliminate, like, bedside guns. They want you to have a fireproof safe to make sure that your guns are locked up for anybody that has children in the house. And what else was it? Something else that was dumb. Oh, nobody under the age of 18 can shoot guns. So, like, you know, the old stance on, you know, teaching your kids gun safety, you know, like your 10, 12-year-old boy, you're out on the range with grandpa learning how to shoot a 22, stuff like that. They're outlawing that, which is ridiculous. They're taking away all the gun safety on top of it, which is just so contradictory. So, because I had a couple videos up of me and my daughter out on the range. They're still on there, but that law just passed a couple weeks ago, and so we can't do that no more, which is unfortunate. I mean, I so badly just want to say screw them, but I don't want to make myself a target. I don't want that mess. Just sucks. Hey, cowboy. If there was a factory-made suppressed short-barreled 22 LR with a 2 Select FRT inside its stock, all for the price of $200, no tax, would you get it? Yeah. That just sounds cool. That'd be a super fun plinker. Hey, Dolans. Welcome to the stream. No, it's not a Norinco. It's just a Chinese Type 56. So, good condition, though. And no, I'm not a communist. I just like SKSs. Right. Yeah, Dolans. I mean, the same people that say like commie and stuff like that, I feel like some of them drive Toyotas and Nissans and stuff like that. So, um, America's not the only country that makes good stuff, in my opinion. Well, it's wondering if it's a what is it, Hungarian? Is that what the one? Is that the one that's worth a shit ton of money? I can't remember. Dolans. Maybe you know. What's the high dollar SKS? I know you have Russian, Chinese, Romanian. I think it's Hungarian. I think that's the one that's super rare. I've had old 80s Nissan hard bodies in my driveway now, and it's the Russian and number two Hungarian. Oh, the railroad ones. Okay, I got you. Yeah, there was a. So whenever I got that SKS, I got it under the assumption that it was Romanian, sight unseen. So I was a little upset that it was just a Chinese, but I mean it's in really good condition. It's all numbers matching, um, except for I think it's the magazine lid is the only part that's not matching on it. So I'll take it. Which I to be honest, I guess I really don't care if it's numbers matching. I have it for use, not really for collection. It's just a Chinese SKS. They're here by the millions. So. It is perfect. Numbers matching can bring you $100 to $300 more on sale price depending on what it is. Yeah, yeah, I get that. And but I never sell stuff. I always buy stuff, but I never sell stuff. I haven't sold a single firearm. Also, any new people in the chat after the stream's done, um, feel free to subscribe and check out my other content. I do a lot of range videos, and I like helping out new gun owners and teaching them tips and tricks and stuff like that. I'm a newer channel, but pushing really hard. So feel free to check out my stuff if you like it. Stick around. I'll be right around in there, I think. Maybe up a little bit. One more. Sorry, guys, talking to myself. It's not weird, right? I feel you there. I do trade some though. I have 3 SKSs. Got them when they were cheap. Gave 150 for the Russian one in 2012. Wow, that's fantastic. Now I don't even want to tell you what I paid for my Chinese one. Yeah, they have gotten pricey. I mean, everything has. Everything's gone up. Sucks, but you know, what can you do? We can't do anything. We just gripe about it on social media while they continue to rape us. Yeah, right on the money there, Dolans. $450. All right. Look at that. We're done. Don't know what these are for. Whatever. They gave me some extra stuff. At least I hope they did. Can't really mess this up, I guess. All right. I'm going to adjust you guys a little bit. There we go. How's that work? All right. See the mess I'm dealing with? So if you see all the ammo on the right, all that is going to be going on that new metal shelf. I started using this to store just to set my ammo on, but it's too much. It's weighing it down. So time for me to switch it out. I got too much crap. I way overpaid for a Mosin, so I know how you feel. Had a bunch when they was cheap, but didn't think the price would raise like it did. Yeah, I haven't really been. I mean, I bought a couple guns this year so far, but I haven't really gone too crazy in the purchase department. I've actually been spending more money on ammo, just stocking up and stuff. So, I mean, if I'm honest with you, I have what I need. Um, and like, if the world was to go to shit, and I needed to do anything, so I don't really need any more guns, but I always want more guns. I even got bulletproof vests, stuff like that. So I think I'm pretty much good to go. All right, that over there. Gotta take all this stuff off the table. YouTube doesn't mind if I mess with ammo, do they? I know I can't touch guns on stream. Also, do any of you guys know why that rule changed? I do. I was just curious if you guys don't. It's absolutely wild why they changed the rule and we can't handle firearms on live streams. No such thing. It's like too much money. I got some old school lockers I bought to store my ammo in, and I got everything I need. But guns for me is like women with shoes, so I can't stop myself. I'm right there with you. Dolan, so I want to say, I think this was a couple of years ago. A guy was doing a live stream, and he ended up shooting himself on the live stream. Not accidentally, on purpose. He did a suicide. And I think the live stream remained up for hours before it got caught. So they quickly changed that rule. I didn't see it or anything. I heard about it. Yeah, but same with everything, like gun laws, it takes one or a few to ruin it for everybody. You got these sick, sadistic people that aren't happy with their lives, or like, just want to end it, but then they go and like shoot up a Walmart or something and then kill themselves. And that crap just makes it even harder on us law abiding gun owners. It's ridiculous. Doesn't look like much now, but it'll get better. I promise. It's a work in progress. I've only been working on this room for a week. This was actually full of like extra furniture and totes and all that stuff. So I started on it last weekend and got it to this in 2 days. So I don't feel like it's doing too bad. Just trying to make myself a good recording space for the channel and a good place for live streaming. And I kind of had a thought yesterday, me doing all this work, why not get to chat with all you cool people while I do it? Just think how great the gun world would be now if it wasn't for the crazies. Probably have full autos without paperwork. Um, I don't know if I'd fully agree with that. Um, I would love to think so. I really would, but I don't. Even if everything was all hunky dory, they just want control. They don't want us to have anything to be able to protect ourselves. That's the whole main goal for them. Now, to all of you on the stream that live in a wonderfully awesome free state, I envy you, and uh, be happy with where you're at. Be grateful for your rights. So, because I mean, you got people, well, like in Sadre in Washington, or me in Illinois. You got poor souls in California, Hawaii. You know, they don't just have to deal with the federal gun laws; they have their states too, and the states are horrible. Ouch. Yeah, exactly. They really do. But I mean, we've been doing pretty well here the last, you know, 6 months in the gun world. There's been a lot of traction. Now, I don't know if any of you are following the big beautiful bill or anything. Not trying to like get into politics as far as anything else. This is just for guns. Um, in the big beautiful bill, they were trying to remove suppressors and SBRs from the NFA and remove the tax and all that stuff. Then the parliamentarian, who is an unelected official, who has no right changing anything, in my opinion, she removed that. So then Andrew Clyde, a super big gun supporter, stuck up for us. And so they kind of screwed themselves because they removed the tax but left the registration. And if memory serves me right, I do believe last year, maybe it was the year before, the Supreme Court ruled that a registry is unconstitutional and illegal. So now all we're left with is the registry for silencers and SBRs. So I have a feeling that hopefully in the coming months, we could pretty much have the NFA abolished, which would just be fantastic, because for one, SBRs are really less lethal than a normal AR-15 or anything like that, because the shorter barrel, your uh, FPS is slower, and the ballistics are nowhere near as good. So I don't understand. They say it's more concealable, but we have concealed carry. We our pistols, hold 15 to 18 rounds. So they don't really have an argument, in my opinion. Might conceal one of my pants. I might. No. So, but I think it's retarded. It is, and I hope it gets abolished. All of it is an infringement. Now I got to move that picture. Here, if any of you gun hating anti-American people are jumping in my chat, give you something to read. There you go. Crap. There we go. Perfect. There we go. At least currently, SBRs and suppressors will become significantly cheaper. Yes, yes, they will. We'll catch up to the cheaper prices of our friends in the East. $50 per suppressor, cheaper barrels. The more people who own these things, the more in common use argument becomes valid. 100% in that regard. And, I feel, am I the only one, or do I feel like, or does it feel like the gun community is growing? Like the gun community is actually getting more popular now. I don't feel like it was like this huge big deal back whenever I was a kid, and I was around guns all the time. My grandparents hunted and all that stuff. But now with social media, and then I mean, kids grow up, they want to play Call of Duty and stuff like that, and Ghost Recon, and to be honest, that's kind of what got me into like the wow factor of guns was playing video games that were like that. And I feel like it's a growing community for sure. Yeah, Larry. And that's what I'm hoping for. Just let it keep growing, because then, that branches into the government, and slowly but surely, the next 40 years, maybe we can slowly start taking all these infringements away and get back to the roots of the Second Amendment. So, because I know, well, if you go back to World War II, here's an example. So, in the attack of Pearl Harbor, there was, I think it was Yamamoto's journal. He was talking about actually like wanting to do attack on the mainland, not Pearl Harbor, but he knew how well armed the American citizens were, and so he steered away from that. And I think almost every country in the world thinks like that, because I mean, us gun tubers, we're pushing stuff online all the time, and all the crazy stuff we do, all the guns we have. That is like a security feature for our country. Like, they don't just have to deal with our military; they have to deal with us too. Exactly, cowboy. Exactly. Well, cowboy, I got this big shelf now. I don't have enough ammo. Guess I'll have to buy more to fill it. I'm the one that got most of my family into tactical guns, but I was also the first Republican, which was a hard time. Yeah, Dolan, I'm right there with you. My dad is a Democrat, and but I mean, he shot guns and stuff all the time whenever I was a kid. But he got rid of them as I got older, and he just didn't shoot anymore. You know, I love my old man, but he's kind of grown soft over the years, and uh, he's not into the tactical stuff. But I got a huge group of friends around me that are all into this. Yeah, yeah, Sondering. I think so. The movie Midway, I'm pretty sure that they pulled that quote straight out of his journal. So, but I do believe his journal is public knowledge. I think you can go in and read it. I'm pretty sure I just watched a documentary on it though, talking about what he actually wanted to do and steered away from it because us Americans are badass and own a whole bunch of weapons. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, yeah, I don't know. You should have got something even better than that. Oh, what's a great idea for the ammo cans? How I'm storing it? To be honest with you, I'd actually like to get um, another gun cabinet and store it all in there. Oh yeah, the organizers. These things are great. Hold on. Yeah, because I got a little bit of a jaunt to get down to my range. So, if I'm taking a few guns, I can just grab one of these and grab 9 mils, some 45, 5.56, double up buck, whatever, and I can throw those in here and just carry this instead of having to carry a whole bunch of ammo cans. They're fantastic. I love them. And like, don't get me wrong, I like the bigger ones too. I do want to get a whole bunch of like the metal cans, the 50 cal metal cans, but I want to do those strictly for just storage, not ammo that I constantly use. I like to use these smaller ones every time I go to the range. No, no. You might not have been in here when we were talking about hunting earlier. I do not gun hunt. I only archery hunt. And if you can't tell, I'm OCD on how I store my stuff. I'm organized. Better than nothing. Yeah, yeah. Not the cheap ones either. The ones that have like the really nice rubber seal in them. Let's see. I think I have. Where did I put those? I'll just open one of my ammo cans. These. They're silica packets. I put these in all my cans. Um, get those 50 cal cans and throw the stuff in there and just throw a silica packet in there and lock it up and forget about it. Hopefully, I'll never have to use it. Should be good for 40 years. Yeah. Well, this is a storage room in a basement, so I, I want to try and get as much of the moisture out of here as possible. So is Washington pretty bad with their gun laws? Like no semi-automatics or anything like that either, right? Shit. Yeah, it just sucks. Do you guys have a bright future as far as that's concerned? Or you have a lot of people trying to fight for your rights there? Or is it just kind of stagnant right now? Hey, PCW, welcome to the stream. I'm just working on my gun room here. It's a mess right now. So just hung up some lights and built a new shelf to store my ammo. So be sure to hit that subscribe button, double tap that screen. If you enjoy the stream, if you like my content, stick around. They grandfathered already owned ARs, but no new stuff. Parts are banned too. Yeah, that's how Illinois is. But they grandfathered in already owned ARs, so you don't have to register them. Because in Illinois, when they passed the semi-automatic weapon ban, the assault weapon ban, uh, they grandfathered in everything that everybody already had, but you had until January 1st of 2024 to register them. And I want to say, I think it was like 3.6% of the known firearms that were in the state of Illinois, only 3.6% registered them. So, such a big smack in the face to them commie pricks. My EDC of choice is I've got a Smith & Wesson M&P Metal 2.0. And some of you might freak out about this, but my carry holster is T-Rex Arms. I got their sidecar holster, so pistol, extra magazine. No registration. Well, that's good, at least. Yeah, Dolan, it's horrible. It's horrible. We only ban purchase of newly manufactured, and we have permit to purchase for bolt action shotgun and pistol plus 10 business days. Wait, so you need a permit? Well, I guess that ain't any different. I'm in Illinois and we need a FOID card. So look that up. That's unconstitutional as hell. And we have a 3-day waiting period. What about you, Pun Boogie? What do you carry? Washington Gun Law Channel. He's one of my favorites. I love him. He's been talking a lot on Illinois, too. He's really keeping tabs on us, and I greatly appreciate that. Yeah, exactly, Cowboy. And, the crazy thing is that they've already it's already been ruled by one of our judges in Southern Illinois that FOID card was unconstitutional, but nothing's been done. Yeah, Pun. I was just talking about that earlier. I've got a friend of mine that lives in Texas as well as my brother. If I had the choice, I'd go. I just can't. I'm locked down here. Canic TP9, awesome. Oh, tier 1 Axis holster. Yeah, I've got a core battle belt that I use for competitive shooting, and I've got a tier 1 concealment. Well, the company, but it's a outside the waistband magazine holster, and I love it. Yeah, Dolan. So Illinois has 3 days, 72 hours, and Cowboy says it's 10 days for them. That is insane. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Like any of you guys that have your rights and that you're living a pro gun state, be happy where you're at. So, because it could always be a lot worse. Oh crap! No, stay. The business day waiting period does not include any day of the business isn't running. Whoa! Wait a minute. Seriously? So like weekends don't count? At least in Illinois they do. You buy a gun on Thursday, you can pick it up on Monday or Sunday if they're open. Yeah, Dolan, you live in Texas? Is that what you said? I've watched some interviews on that Texas governor. He is awesome. That dude's in a wheelchair and he's more manly than anybody else. Kentucky? Yeah, Kentucky's good too. Yeah, it's wild. I don't know how uh, any of you guys feel, but I feel like the states shouldn't be able to make any rulings on firearms, like not individual rulings. Whatever the federal government says on a right in the Constitution, nobody should be able to alter that in any way. Oh, dang, I got almost 40 of you in here. Any new people that just rolled in, double tap that screen and go check out some of my other content. If you like guns and you like freedom and you're patriotic, subscribe to my channel. Right. And then two measly boxes of 17 HMR. I just bought a Savage 17 HMR a couple days ago, and I have like no ammo for it. It's gonna definitely turn out being my new varmint gun. So I got a Henry lever action 22, and I love it, but it's actually more so my daughter's. I bought it for her. My wife had to buy my shotgun because I'm never home for 10 days in a row. So, oh, now wait a minute, Sundering. So you only have 10 days, and like the 10th day, you need to be there to pick it up. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, Cowboy, as far as concealed carry is concerned, that doesn't apply here, unfortunately. Crazy thing is well, they're trying to do that concealed carry or constitutional carry reciprocity and making it to where you can carry in any state, which is a good thing for anybody that has to go through Illinois because uh, the Illinois FOID card or the concealed carry permit is pretty much allowed in the majority of the country, but not a single other country's concealed carry permit, nothing counts in Illinois. So it doesn't matter where you're at. If you are not in Illinois and you have a concealed carry permit, you are not allowed to conceal carry in the state of Illinois. And that is so dumb. That's the reason why Chicago has mass shootings and shit like we did 2 days ago. Go figure. Criminals don't listen to gun laws. You have 30 days from the date of the background check to pick up. Okay, yeah, it's the same here. You just said not 10 days in a row, so I didn't know if you like had to be there on the 10th day to pick it up. Otherwise, it starts over. How's it going, everyone? 51 of you now. Welcome to the stream. You like guns and freedom? Hop in that comment section. Let's have a talk. I might leave that there for you guys to read. It's beautiful, ain't it? Tell you what, I just got this. Any of you guys have a 22? I got this little Sims 3x9. It's actually pretty nice. I've had it for a little bit and zeroed it in. Man, this thing's dead nuts. Glass is cheap too. So um, I'm mostly a Vortex guy, but I couldn't pass up the deal on that. It's pretty good. What's going on, India? Welcome to the stream. Justin, my current carry gun is a Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 metal. It's got a TLR1 Streamlight and then a Vortex XL Defender red dot. I also carry it with my T-Rex Arms sidecar holster. Yeah, Dolan, they really are. I'm pretty pleased with it. Now, I haven't like dropped it or anything, so I can't attest to it holding zero in a bad situation, but so far it's treated me well. Let's see here. I gotta figure out where to put this. Maybe just hang it up higher. Up there, maybe. That stupid nail's in the way. Where's my hammer at? Sorry for the loud noises. Got it. M&P is one of the most reliable pistols out there for sure. Yes, it is. And there's always the constant battle in between the M&P series, Smith and Wesson, and Glock. I'm not going to knock Glock at all. The one thing that sells me on Smith and Wesson is, well, Glock figured out something that worked, and they've stuck with it. And good for them. They're a good pistol, but I feel like Smith and Wesson listens to their customer base a little bit better. grip textures, adjust like my metal series that has adjustable, replaceable back straps for different size hands. The textures are fantastic. The ergonomics of it, um, they really listen, and I like the more features on that. Not saying Glock's bad; it's not bad. I personally don't own one. I am a Smith & Wesson fanboy. I've shot plenty of Glocks, and I appreciate them. I am not going to say they're not reliable because they 100% are, and I would trust a Glock with my life 100%. I just like Smith & Wesson and specifically the M&P series. The carry comp metal, yeah, those things are sick. And the new the Spec V. So I'm starting competition shooting in September, which will be on the channel. I'll start recording those and posting those. The Spec V, which is like the race gun version. I really want to get that, but in the state of Illinois, I can't have them because it comes, I think, stocked with a 22 round magazine, and then they've got a threaded barrel. Can't have that in the state of Illinois. Yeah, Dolan's. The only one that I don't like Taurus. I don't like Taurus. Oh, Pun Boogie. Hey, um, here, actually, hold on. I'm gonna move the camera, guys. So, Pun, I don't have the 380, but my first carry gun was actually the Smith & Wesson M&P 9mm easy, and that is now my fiance's gun. She loves that. So that's it right there. I probably have damn near 2,500 rounds through that thing, and it never fails. Then to everybody, that is my Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 metal. I love that gun. Ruger SR45, ain't nothing fancy, just bare bones. This one is a Hungarian military service pistol. It's a FEG P9R. They kind of based it off of the Browning High Power, if you can't tell. Let's set you back up there. There ain't nothing wrong with the 380. 380 does the job too. Yeah, cowboy. Yep. It's not though. It's a FEG P9R. It's a knockoff, and the Browning High Power parts won't work on that. So it looks pretty much exactly like a Browning High Power, but none of it's interchangeable. You can't even use the Browning High Power magazines in that. So I've been trying to find magazines on Gunbroker for that, but no luck. All right. Let's see. Sorry for the banging, boys. Perfect. Gun Mag Warehouse. No, I've never heard of it. I'll have to remember that. Hold on a second. Write on the instructions for that shelf. Gun Mag Warehouse. Is it just gunmagwarehouse.com? I'm assuming. The OG M&P9. Nice. M&P9 metal. The Shield Plus. I have one of those as well. M&P9C. The M&P9C. What one is that one? It's like M&P9 Carry or M&P9 Compact. And then a Ruger GP100. Cool. Ugh. I need to keep that. So I just installed some lights around the room to anybody that is new to the stream. And if you're looking for rope lights for your kids or anything like that, these ones are pretty dang cool. You can download an app on your phone. You can change the colors of them and designs, make them beat to music. I think that it's 50 foot. I think that was like $28. Not too bad. I got you. Double stack subcompact. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Dolans. I'm definitely going to check that website out. See if I can find some more. I've only got the one that it has, and the recoil springing on that is real tough. I think it liked hotter rounds, so I've tried running 115 grain in that, and it'll cycle most of the time, but you can tell it's not like doing a full cycle. And so whenever I run 147 grains in it, it cycles and runs just fine. Yeah, Cowboy, at some point I do want to. Actually, my goal is, so this is all concrete back behind this, so I don't really need the insulation. I'm going to end up pulling all that insulation down. This room kind of gives me bunker vibes since it's down in the basement and just showing all the concrete. So I plan on removing these and doing a gun wall here. I want to paint the ceiling black out the exposed ceiling, and it'll just be a rugged gun room. I've got TV, couch, stereo. I've got my workbench, my gun safe, like literally a full-on workstation gun room that I can chill in. It's a me space, dad cave. Spray paint from the metal targets. This up. That way. Okay. Sorry guys, just picking up a little bit. And I'll move you guys again, give you guys a little bit better of a view, and we can continue to talk. Also, if you guys are looking for really good rugged battle vests, this is Tacticon Armament. These guys are awesome. And I've actually like ran through and done like drills and army crawling and all that stuff with that. So, and it's held up, no ripping, no nothing. I'm not just saying that and being like a tactical princess. Like I've actually ran the dog crap out of that vest and it's held up. I'm not saying I'm like Chris Kyle or anything, but for civilian use, it's dang good. Have any precision rifles? I do. I do. I have. Oh, here, I'll move you again. This right there is my CZ 600 Alpha chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor. So it's got a threaded barrel. Waiting on that whole NFA crap. Hopefully, maybe I can get a can for this thing. I'd love it. It comes stock with an adjustable trigger, and the first setting is under a pound. Hey, Johnny. Good to see you, dude. We'll work for 9 mil. If I had $1 for every time you come into my streams or my comments and say that, I might be able to buy you a case of 9 mil. Had to turn off live chat to see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Johnny. It got rid of the tax. So they've kind of screwed themselves there because the Supreme Court uh, last year ruled that registries are unconstitutional, and that's essentially what the NFA is now. Well, for one, the NFA has actually been it is a tax. So there's a lot of things that are wrong with that. I have a feeling within the year we should have the ability to just go in and buy a suppressor off the shelf. Fingers crossed. Yeah, good old SCOTUS. And SBRs, yep. Hopefully. It'd be nice. Let's see. Where'd I put my remote? There it is. If any of you guys were curious how I get my channel tag on my TV, this is how. There you go. Yeah, hopefully eventually, Johnny. But, you know, I think we got a long way to go before that happens, unfortunately. Hey, Candy. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I imagine that they'll be flooding the market too, which, you know, I could see PSA really pushing SBRs and stuff once they come out. Yep, hopefully maybe one day I could have a lot of this cool crap. As of right now, it's kind of lame. All right. Yeah, I seen that Anderson close their doors. It's sad, all because of the gun laws, just making it too strict. Which I think Texas and Florida both had said something about accepting them in, like they could move down there, but I don't know. Maybe he just was tired of dealing with all the bull crap. Yeah, Johnny, I'm right there with you on that. The chances of needing a suppressor on a pistol are low for definitely for civilian use. So, and SBRs, I feel like they need suppressors. So, because they're so dang loud. I mean, I wouldn't know or anything. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna move you guys again. Crap. Hold on. Here we go. How's that? That doesn't look bad. All right. Sit here and chill with you fine folks. Now you guys can watch me watch you. Yeah, definitely, Johnny. Which, you and I need to get together like we were talking about and do some night stuff. That'd be fun. You're a chair softer. He means airsoft. That's how he started his journey into guns. He started out with airsoft, which, I'm not knocking airsoft, especially now because it's getting super realistic. Like, uh, it even gives you a little bit of recoil impulse. It's good practice. Like if you live in the city and you don't have the money to go to the range, or you just want to practice in your bedroom or something like that, it's perfect to do. Candy, what do you mean by your stolen valor? Oh, well, Candy, as long as you're not at a store trying to get a veterans discount or anything like that, that's not considered stolen valor. That's just considered practicing, or what do they call it now? LARPing. Oh, the one up there, that is just a craftsman, a marksman pellet gun. That was actually my first pellet gun. So just a childhood memory. So I keep it up there. Oh, those dueling trees are cool. I really want to get one for my range. I have some buddies that come over, and that would be a real good time. I also want to get one of those Texas stars. in Sondring. Can't have that in Illinois. I'd love to, but I can't. It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter what it's chambered in. If it's a semi-automatic rifle with a detachable magazine and a pistol grip, I can't have it. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a drink, everybody. Talk amongst yourselves. Come back. Oh. Casey, yeah, that's the Mossberg 715T. It's a cool looking piece of crap. Yeah, Johnny, the loaner set stuff that you're talking about, that's a really good logic to have. And to any gun owner, um, you might, well, hopefully you'll never have to, but in a situation, you definitely want some here you go guns. You want to have stuff like if somebody isn't prepared and you need them to help you, um, you got to have stuff to be able to give them. So whatever your old stuff is, don't get rid of it. Keep it. It ain't hurting you to hold on to it. All right. I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. So I had you set up back here on this stand and it fell and you guys went behind the couch. Couldn't find you. Oh, okay. Get you mounted back up on the stand here. There we go. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. If you're just popping into the stream, double tap that screen, like the stream. It helps me out immensely. Be sure to check out my content if you like it. Subscribe. If you're patriotic and you love freedom and you love guns, you're at the right place. I'll give you guys a little bit of a tour of the room. So, walking in, it's nothing crazy. It's my space. I'm happy with it. So, gonna end up replacing those. I'll put all my guns there. Just built this today. Put all my ammo on it. Here's my safe. And then this part, this is my workstation. So this is where I do all my cleanings or repairs, anything like that. Got all my holsters and stuff. This is my concealed carry holster from T-Rex Arms. Don't freak out. I got this before Luke left. Yep. It's not much, but it's my little oasis. Nothing is in the bags hanging up. Those are just empty gun cases in case I need to travel with them or anything. They're just nice to have. Yeah, sorry, Johnny. We had some technical difficulties. Well, not really technical difficulties. I just dropped you guys. You fell back behind my couch. Couldn't find you. Oh. Wait a minute. Wonder what it looks like killing all the lights with the new lights going around the room. Have a look. It's not bad. I think that worked out pretty good. I'm going to change all the colors and stuff. Of course, red, white, and blue. I'll probably have it strobing across the room. All right. Yeah, if my fiance ever sends me to the doghouse, this is my doghouse. Not really a bad place to end up. Yeah, the Vietnam era M16s, the ones with the triangle shaped handguard, those ones are nice. So what do we think, people? What are we doing today for the 4th of July? Any of you guys doing anything exciting? Oh, cans. I actually was just talking about that earlier because I'm a huge Smith & Wesson guy. So I really want one of those Spec Vs so bad. One of the things I love about it is the bluing on the barrel and all that stuff. I heard is inconsistent. Like not every gun looks the same, which I just think is awesome. But I live in the state of Illinois, and the Spec V has a threaded barrel, which is illegal in Illinois. And then it also comes stock with a 22 round magazine, which is illegal in Illinois. So they don't even sell them here. so I can't get one as much as I would love to have one. Oh, Johnny, you gotta work. That sucks, man. Your company sucks, making you work on America's birthday. So, Kens, what do you carry? Wait a minute, you live in Hawaii? So, does Hawaii not have a law against threaded barrels? Because I think that's the part that's limiting me. I'm guessing. And I feel really sorry for you having to live in Hawaii. I mean, it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong, but their outlook on the Constitution, like it's just nothing but infringements. Yeah. Okay. So you got better laws than we do, a little bit. You're still getting infringed upon like hell, but uh, yeah, it's the threaded barrel. That's the reason why we can't have them here. How much does it weigh? Is it pretty hefty? Hey, Guns and Gaming. What an awesome name. That's like the two things I love. I love my guns and I play the shit out of Armor Reforger. Hey, thanks, Guns. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm going to pin that message. Everybody listen to Guns and Gaming. Real shout out. Thanks, man. Not sure if you have content on YouTube, but anybody in the stream here, you see him, go check out his channel. Yeah, 31 ounces is pretty hefty. Whoa. All right, Cowboy, let me grab a pin real quick. Hold on. What's your gamer tag, bud? Yeah, Johnny, it is crossplay. Johnny, I'll hit you up on Signal. Cowboy Bub 2003. All right, write that down. Cowboy Bub 2003. What do you play on, Cowboy? Cans, I do go hunting, but I only go hunting with my bow, which is right there. I do not gun hunt. I only archery hunt. My guns are for just sport. Okay. Um, so, Cowboy, I play on a server called Tactical Arma. That's the only server I play. So, download the required mods for that and jump in there. You're sure to see me. Oh, cool, Guns. Yeah, Guns, I'm going to write your channel down. I'm going to go check out your stuff. I'm super jealous that you get to play around with suppressors. Guns and Gaming, is that Is that the name of your channel? And Johnny, no, I play on PS5, man. Cowboy, I'm still learning too. I've only been playing Arma for probably about 5 months, and with that steep learning curve, I'm still learning stuff today. But yeah, Johnny, I'll let you know what server I play on. Consoles are kind of limited. We're only allowed 25 gigs of mod space, so trying to have like multiple servers to play on is very difficult. Nicholas, what makes me tactical? Uh, the guns and stuff that I love using. It's just a YouTube name, but I mean, everything I use. I'm not a hunter per se. I've got some like old school guns and stuff, but most of the stuff I have is tactical in nature, like this. Oh yeah, I don't play Arma 3. Arma 3 is not on console. Yeah, Nicholas. I mean, I'm not a military vet or anything like that. So nothing that has to do with that. I just love our rights and our freedoms, and I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a fan of doing a little LARPing every now and then. So there's another channel I follow all the time. He says if you ain't LARPing, you ain't training. Oh, guns. You got a Spec V2? Man, all you guys are making me jealous. Really want one. Do I spread democracy? No, no. I thought you were getting political there for a moment, Nicholas. I've never played Helldivers. It looks cool. It does, but no, I haven't played it. Kind of gives me oh, kind of gives me a hint of Destiny a little bit with a mixture of Starship Troopers. Yeah, Cowboy. There you go. I got you. I'd like to try it at some point, though. I just, I don't. I'm not somebody that jumps from like game to game, game to game. I find one and I play it, and I don't like spending 50, 60 bucks on a game and then not like it. I'd rather save that 50, 60 bucks to buy more ammo or another gun. Nick L, should you get a high point? Well, the short answer is no. But are you new? Are you new to shooting? Is this going to be your first gun? If so, definitely not. But if you have a whole bunch of guns and you just want like a goof gun, like a wow factor gun, like check this out, I got a yeet cannon, then I would say yes. But don't get one if it's your first gun, and definitely do not trust your life with it. I love Starship Troopers. I actually seen that Starship Troopers came out with a game. Did you see that? Yeah, there you go, guns and gaming. I would much rather see somebody get a Taurus than a high point. Um, Nick, answer the question though. Is this your first gun? Because if it's your first gun, I wouldn't suggest getting a 45 ACP. Okay. then yeah, the Springfield Garrison isn't bad. I mean, I think everybody should have a 45 ACP. Like, I know, me personally, I know they're really bougie guns, but I really want a Staccato 2011. Not something I would carry ever, but it is one that I would love to have. Also, like to get one of those Terran Tactical. Spend $7,000. That's a pipe dream, though. Thanks, Nick. I appreciate it, man. Good to have you. Let me know what gun you get. I'm super curious. Just definitely don't get that high point. Don't waste your money. From Michigan. Well, guns, I'll be waiting to get a suppressor. For one, like, okay, so say this NFA stuff goes through and we abolish it and it gets removed. Illinois is still going to ban them until the DOJ and all of us and like gun owners of America get together and sue the state of Illinois and we finally get our rights restored. Then I'll finally be able to get one. So, because it doesn't matter what they rule federally, Pritzker is going to continue to ban everything until something is done. Nick, I would be glad to answer that question for you. So I'm going to take you on a little tour here. My favorite 9mm is that one right there. That is a Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 metal with a TLR1 Streamlight and a Vortex Defender XL red dot, 8 MOA. Anything in the M&P series you really cannot beat. If you want something that is super easy to manipulate, dad joke. This is a Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 Easy 9mm. You could almost air rack that gun because it's so easy to slide. But that Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 is my jam. I love that pistol. I've got a couple thousand rounds in it, and it has not jammed on me a single time. Nothing. What about you, Nick? You said that wasn't your first pistol. What's your favorite 9mm handgun? Well, Nick, I wouldn't say Glock is overrated. With everything, when something gets so famous and so popular, it becomes a fad to hate it. And Glock has been doing it right for, 40 years. And I'd probably say 30 years. Yeah, I wouldn't really consider them overrated. Overhyped, I would say, in my opinion. Not overrated, overhyped. They work. They're reliable. You can always depend on them. There is nothing wrong with owning a Glock. The one thing that I think hurts them is they're not really innovative. They found a way that their pistols work, and they have stuck with it and their design for so long. Smith & Wesson, this is what I love about them. They listen to their customer base, and they do little added features. I'm going to pick you up again and show you. So on the Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 metal, one of the things that the customer wanted is the back straps. Those are actually removable, and you can change them to different sizes depending on the size of your hand. They have ambi slide release. You can swap the mag release from one side to the other. You can get mag wells for them if you want to use them as race guns. Then they also have the race gun version. They have the metal comp. They just come out with a new Spec V. The internals are pretty much all the same thing, same design, but all these different customers want one for a different reason. And so they just come out with various ones for that. With Glock, you have to buy a base Glock and then spend a whole bunch of money to just dress it up how you want. Whereas Smith & Wesson listens to their fan base and they do it for you. So you can buy it straight out of the box, intended exactly what you wanted to use it for. So Glocks are awesome. I'm not going to dog on Glocks. I just wish that they would innovate a little bit. I think that they would explode if they come out with a new Glock that had like a new design, new stippling, all that stuff, and but like all the internals are the same. I think they would do very well with that. My favorite personal is the CZ75B. I got rosewood grips on it instead of the black polymer. Yeah, CZ is fantastic. I got a CZ75P01, and I love that thing. I really want the new Shadow too. Glock 19 and the Shield Plus are the best two carry combos, summer and winter. 100% narrative. 100%. So, and actually, I'm kind of glad that you spoke up about the different seasons. So, hold on one second. Grab back. So, I've got two different carry guns that I carry on me. I've got my Smith & Wesson. I don't carry them on me at the same time. It's just depending on the season. So in the summertime, if I'm only wearing a t-shirt and I'm not wearing like a button up or something, I will carry that Smith & Wesson M&P 9 Easy. And I've got these two holsters for it, which are very discreet. Like this one would be for every day from We the People. This one is more dressy. So if I have to dress up, you can't really tell that I'm carrying a gun. But in the wintertime, I always carry that Smith & Wesson M&P metal because I'm always wearing a jacket or a hoodie, so you can't see it. So in the wintertime, I carry a bigger gun with higher magazine capacity, whereas in the summertime, I have to carry something a little more slender because I'm a skinny guy. I can't really conceal very well. So keep that in mind too whenever you're buying guns on what your intended purpose is for it. Hey, Jesus, welcome back, bub. Hey, Dale, welcome to the stream. Any new people here, double tap that screen, like the stream, and be sure to check out my other content, my videos and stuff. If you like them, hit that subscribe button. Stick around, hang out with me. Yeah, narrative. The M&P Shield Plus is always good too. Nick, no, I don't have any revolvers. I want one though. I definitely do. I like the old school revolvers. To be honest with you, I would love to get myself a old Cattleman shoot 45 long Colt. That's like one of my dream revolvers. I've actually only like really got fully into guns the last 2 years. So I've gotten a lot in the last 2 years, but I've been pretty much getting all of the basics first, and now I'm into the bougie stuff. Oh, cool. What color is it, Narrative? Is it just like polished stainless? Is it tempered black? Nick, with Canucks seem to be better version of Glock as far as features. Yes and no. You know, do Canucks and Glocks have the same grip angle? I can't remember because that's one of the things that gets me with a Glock is their grip angle. I'm I've gotten so used to the 1911 style that um, it just works better for me. That Ruger SR45 has that Glock grip angle, and target acquisition for me is a struggle because I'm just not used to it. Buffed blued. Oh man, I bet that is beautiful. I wouldn't mind getting myself like a 38 like little J frame as well. Oh, cool. 44 Magnum. My buddy has the 500 Smith and Wesson. That's this 500 Smith and Wesson is overkill in my opinion. I would love to see anybody try to chamber dump a 500 Smith and Wesson. Oh, nice, Nick. Oh, thanks, Jesus. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll definitely have to ask him. That's something that I definitely want to get eventually. Just a nice little pocket pistol. I like to have options as far as my carries are concerned. Oh, sweet, Narrative. What do you do on your channel? Haven't shot a 500, but shot a 460. I've never shot a 460. Oh, there you go. Yeah, the Glock 21s are nice. Which one is the one that the 10 mil? Is that the Glock 20? Is that the one that's 10 mil? I want to get one of those. I actually I really do need to pop my cherry and buy my first Glock because I haven't yet. But also at the same time, I don't know if I really want to get a specialty one. I'd probably like to just get a Glock 17 or a Glock 19 to get my first Glock out of the way. Yeah, Jesus, I love Smith and Wesson. Like they've treated me so well, but I also want to broaden my horizons a little bit and try something new. Um, and like I feel like I should own a Glock. I think everybody should own a Glock, just like I feel like everybody should own an AK and an AR-15. Oh, that's all right, Nick. You keep it. Put these holsters back up. Shit. All right. Glock 45 is a 9 mil, ain't it, Jesus? I sound like an idiot, but I don't know Glock all that well. They've got so many different variants. It's hard to keep up with the numbers. Awesome, Dale. Whole lot of freedom. I really want an AR-10 bad. To be honest with you, like I know PSA gets a lot of hate, but I really want. Um, they've got that M110 clone AR-10 chambered in 308. They also have it in 6.5 Creed, but I'd like to have one in 308. Okay, so it's just got a bigger grip and a shorter slide. Jesus, would you say a Glock 45 is a bit snappier than a Glock 17? Can any of you guys watching tell me what this is? I didn't know about these things until I come across it. A hint, it's all plastic besides the barrel. That whole frame is plastic. Jesus, yes, it is a 22. Uh, Dale, my CZ 600 Alpha there is chambered in 6.5 Creed. I love it. I cut out, Jesus, I don't know if you caught that, but that's a Vortex Strike Eagle. Yeah, Dale, that was the reason behind the purchase was just to have a good precision bolt gun. I feel like ballistically, the 6.5 Creed is more of a precision round than the 308 is. Not knocking the 308. The 308 is what it is for a reason, and it's definitely been a battle tested round. But I feel like the 6.5 Creed is a better version. Um, with that being said, that's the reason why I want to get a 308 M110 clone and just have like a really good DMR. Dale, unfortunately, I am in Illinois, so all the cool guns, the AR-10s, AR-15s, and stuff, I can't have. I lost all of mine in a boating accident. Yeah, Jesus, I like fireworks. Probably actually going to be going to go see the fireworks tonight in my hometown. Take the kiddos with. My little one just will be turning 2 in October. She got to see them last year, but she really didn't care. I think this year she'll enjoy it more, so I'm excited to take her. So, how do you guys feel about the uh, tax removal on the suppressors and SBRs? Oh yeah, Jesus, I'm definitely getting one with the MOS for sure. I don't know if I'm ever going to not get a pistol again that doesn't have uh, an optics mount. So, because I mean, I would just rather have that option. And if I wanted to stick with irons, I'll stick with irons. But think it's, I think the strictly iron sight slides are dead. I don't think that it it's a good idea anymore. I'll show you, Jesus. It's the Vortex Defender XL with an 8 MOA dot. Holy crap, Dale! Really? He's super close to me. I really like the Siley brand. I've never even heard of that brand. I do have so on my Mossberg 590, I got a off the wall green dot that I had never heard of before, and it actually has held up great. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of this company, but Viridian Optics, these guys are really good. It's very tiny though. I'm actually thinking about getting another XL to throw on it instead, and get an optics plate for my fiance's pistol and put this on there for her. Oh, cool. Yeah, I really like Foxtrotter. He's one hell of a dude. I've been talking to him a lot here lately. He's very quickly turning into my one of my favorite gun tubers, and I like Overton as well. Cool. So, well, all right, guys. Hey, I'm gonna go on ahead and shut this stream down. Been on here 3 hours, going strong, but I'm gonna finish cleaning up here and then get ourselves ready for tonight. It was a pleasure talking to all of you. Before you take off, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and stick around. Okay. So I'll probably be on stream some point again this weekend. Thank you, everyone. Catch you later.